So I have 3 different ways to make coffee. So I have my French press right here. I just bought this off of Amazon because I wanted to be slightly more eco-friendly, but I've never actually tried it. And then I have this, which is usually my preferred lazy method because it's a quick cleanup because all I have to do is dump this. But again, I want to be a little bit more eco-friendly. So I'm hoping I can replace these with this. So I'll be trying this for the first time today. Hopefully it works. And like I said, I do have like the full-on French press back here. It's just, it takes me a bit to get the coffee grounds out, and I'm not always up for the task of not doing it the lazy way. Okay, other methods have been put to the side. I have my container. Boop. And let's see what this looks like. Not even going to say pardon my nails. It is what it is. And I'm probably ashy too. I was just outside while my son was playing in dirt. And I don't even know if you can hear any of this because I have my AC going. So, no, that's kind of close up, I guess. So here is the part that you can either stick in like this, or they give you this little gem and what looks like a scrub brush, which is quite useful. So it comes with a cute little scrub brush. Is it going to focus? There we go. It's a cute little scrub brush, individually packaged. This part, which you can stick on top, like so. Focus. There we go. And then this that goes just inside. Let's see how it works. Okay, I'm trying not to make this 2 hours long, but I just realized I never said what this is. This is the coffee dripper. Those are the instructions. This is what the outside of the box looks like. Again, sorry about that. I bought it off of Amazon, as I do most of my random purchases, because it's easier and Amazon Prime is awesome. So this not only gives you instructions for a best result. See if I can make it focus. There we go, for best result. But it also shows you how to clean it properly, which if you're like me and you're kind of, I won't say a neat freak, but if you like to keep things tidy and you prefer to have all your shiny items stay shiny, then that's going to be really helpful for you. Anywho, so I read the instructions and I freaked out for a brief second because I thought this was all the coffee I had left, but I bought more, so yay me. All right, time to put in the coffee. I'd like to note I never level it off this well. I'm doing this just so I can be accurate and know whether or not this is going to be a legitimate way for me to replace my paper filters. And in it goes. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing is it didn't spill out like I was kind of concerned it would. So first test passed. Not that it was that big of a test, but passed nonetheless. So it specifically says that your coffee should never be swimming. So the pour is going to be pretty slow. Okay, so I'm just adding in the normal amount that I would with my regular coffee and filter. The scoop size that I'm using is, let me see, sorry, I'm trying to get the scoop out. Can you see that? 7 grams or 0.25 ounces per cup. We usually do about 4 cups, so this is just what I normally do. Sorry, that was my finger. I, per usual, am recording this on my phone. So I have my hot water all ready. Thanks to my in-laws, they gave this to me. I love it. I've been using it 4 years now. Okay. So here we go. They say slow back and forth. Coffee should never be swimming. Oh, kind of swimming. Kind of swimming. Okay, so I just want you guys to notice, because I was very curious about how this would work myself. Yeah, so it just kind of pours down nicely. There is a little bit right there, but I think that was my fault because, again, the instructions, up, there goes my AC again. The instructions clearly tell you not to let the coffee swim. So that was my bad. Back and forth motion. Okay, so point of reference. Can you see all the water? So point of reference for those who are wondering and curious like I was. Sorry, I didn't realize this video was so long already. It does spill out of the sides, so when they say a slight back and forth motion, don't do that. Just try to keep it pouring directly in the center, because as you see, there's not a ton, but there is some on the outside. Again, not that it's a huge deal. It's not like my counter is soaked or anything, but my counter is, you know, a little wet from the water. So if that's one of your concerns like it was for me, just watch out for that. The secondary thing I was curious about is whether or not I can just literally stick it directly in my little French press container. See how that works? Alright, I was pressing a button, so I'm not sure if any of that recorded, but it seems to work perfectly fine, just sticking it directly in here. You probably can't see it because of all the condensation on the outside. Let's see. So if you see, it's about this long, so it will be kind of in the thing for a bit. You like that thing? So technical here. So technical. Okay, I'm going to keep pouring like I normally would. Now in this instance, I don't care if it swims because it's in here. But if you look, there's a little, way close up on my finger. There's a little rim right here. Don't worry, that's not dirt, that's coffee when I was trying to dig out the cup. There's a little condensation around here because I was just roughly letting it go. Now here's my third way of doing this to see if it works. So this is my third way of trying this. Yes, this looks really tacky. I know, I realize that. But I just have to see if all of the methods I had running around in my head work. So this gray part is what I normally put my filters in. But again, I'm trying to replace it. I'm not going to lie like I'm one of those perfectly eco-friendly people. I'm not. But I am trying to get better and do better. Okay, so you see what I just did? Where's my finger? Don't do that, because it almost ran over the side, which would make the filter practically pointless. Not completely, but practically pointless. So it swims a little bit, but as you see at the bottom, it's still going down like it should. Still working. It's a little more cumbersome, and no, it's not pretty. But it gets the job done if you want more coffee. And it's also, I know it doesn't look like it, but it is actually less messy than just the system they have. Because again, with the system they have, you have to pour it really slow to avoid, let me grab it real quick, to avoid dripping on those little sides. As you see, I kind of took it out. You can still see where the dripping occurred. You have to pour it really slow in order to avoid it being on the side. So, just my final wrap up. You can use it the way it comes, which is like this. Cute little place for you to lift it out nicely. It all fits together. Very, very cute. Very pretty system. I love how shiny it is. And my favorite color is orange, so this was a selling point. I know, great reason to buy something, right? You can put it directly inside like this, but as you see from the little part right there, once your coffee gets so high up, it will just kind of be sitting in it. Which I'm fine with. It's not like the coffee grinds are going into it, so I don't care. So you have that, or this way. Which again, not nearly as pretty, not nearly as easily fits together, because again, you do have to kind of sit this in here and just let it droop a little. But all three ways work. So the original way, which includes this, standalone, which is just like this, or with this addition if you have one and you're just not trying to tiptoe around your coffee and use this. Again, this is the coffee dripper system by E-Prance. I got it off of Amazon. This is not sponsored. I just enjoy reviewing products, and I hope it's helpful for someone who's maybe trying to save some money or be a little eco-friendly. Bye.